Hanna, published July 22, 2024. Analysts here took a mixed view on how U.S. President Joe Biden's withdrawal from the November presidential race would affect South Korean shares, with growing uncertainty expected to hurt investor sentiment. Some brokerages expected the benchmark Kospi index to dip below the 2650 level due to heightened short-term volatility. Others anticipated the main hours would rise to 2,900 thanks to the recovery of shares in the semiconductor, automobile, and rechargeable battery industries. These industries came under selling pressure from some who think Donald Trump might get re-elected and repeal subsidies for clean energy and electric vehicles. Generally, stock market volatility tends to increase right before the U.S. presidential election. We are still in that process. It seems necessary to take a defensive approach to the market for the time being, said Kim Dae-jun, an analyst at Korea Investment and Securities. On Sunday, Biden announced that he will not accept the nomination for president and will endorse Vice President Kamala Harris in the race to the Democratic Party nominee. The Kospi shed 1.14% to close at 2763.51 points, marking 4 consecutive sessions of losses since hitting 2066.09 points on July 16. Secondary battery stocks such as LG Energy Solutions, Samsung SDI, LG Chem, and POSCO Holdings lost 4.92%, 4.2%, 4.05%, and 2.29%, respectively. Chip makers SK Hynix and Samsung Electronics also dropped 2.15% and 1.66%, as investors worry that a potential second Trump presidency would negatively affect them due to his tariff plans and renewed trade war with China. Mirae Asset Securities analyst Kim Seok-hwan predicted that foreign investors' tendency to sell semiconductor-related stocks on the Korean stock market might increase. Extensive selling pressure in the semiconductor industry is expected to limit an increase in the domestic stock market, he said. Over the past week, overseas investors' net sales amounted to around 867 billion won, $6.2 million, while semiconductors alone recorded net sales of around 955 billion won. For the time being, it is necessary to focus on risk of situations in which investors tend to avoid risk. And move funds to safe assets rather than risk on, he said. Cho Yeon-ju, analyst at NH Investment and Securities, pointed out that Biden's withdrawal could increase the chances for a Democratic majority in the U.S. House of Representatives. According to Cho, even if Trump hypothetically were to win re-election in November, he would not be able to repeal Biden's signature Inflation Reduction Act or further ease the Dodd-Frank Act, a collection of financial reform legislation to regulate and stabilize the financial sector, as those who will need support from the House Democrats. This increases uncertainties for stock tied to jobs such as renewable energy, electric vehicles, and banks, Cho said.